Right. Pō Maria kia koutou, kua taku mai i tēnei pō ki tōku hōtaka pātikau mā ewa. So, nau mai and welcome to all viewers tonight. I hope you take something out of this kōrero. And what information is of importance to you. So let's get moving. Now, I'm running a couple of minutes late, but hey, we'll catch up. And first off the block is the normal. Okay, I'm still punching out the reminders regarding rapid rewards for redemption, cookie rewards for redemption, cash flow coaching to learn how to cash flow and get in that $100 a day before Christmas. Okay, so learn to earn $100 a day plus in time for Christmas. And because he's not too far away, or Harakoko, as we call him, Santa Claus, he's only about a month and a week or so, just over a month away. So, let's go. Start building, start growing your TBC, growing your wallet, getting people in, because that is how you grow TBC, with people. You just don't grow TBC by a whole lot of kōrero, whether it's tika, whether it's pono, whether it's, a whole lot of you know what, that shouldn't be happening. So get in there, do whatever it takes to get the growth in TBC moving toward that billionth person, because that is number one at the moment, the drive toward that billionth person. And it's, it's for everyone's purpose, not just for mine, because I'm here saying, do this, do that, and do whatever. No. It's getting in and duplicating what a whole lot of other leaders, a whole lot of other members are doing right now. There are those who are sitting still, but hey, they may hear the broadcast and may get reminded that, they could be pulling finger too. So I hope this gets to those kind of people, okay? Some of them we call cringlers in TBC, but, the choice is theirs, I guess, in the end. That's what they want to do, or perhaps they don't understand. Kura rātou e mōhio, ki ngā tikanga o TBC. So, it's across the board thing. Now, cookie rewards, okay? If you haven't already watched the recordings of last night's this morning's Shin Button meeting, get in there now and go watch them. Get the keyword and put it in. Because probably tomorrow it will have disappeared. The keyword box will have disappeared out of the back office. So, my advice to you, get in there, go put the keywords in, and boom, you've got cookie rewards. You didn't even have to cough up for. So Yes, get in there, do it as soon as the live finishes, if you haven't already done it. Cash flow coaching. Now, I don't know whether it's because a whole lot of people are tied up doing this, that, and everything else because we're heading into the silly season. Um, but don't forget, get in there and do cash flow coaching because it's your make or break place. It teaches you a lot of you know a lot of ways of understanding various aspects in TBC, various interpretations of the blog as well. Some people may have a one-track mind and just think, "Oh yeah, I know what that means," but hey, if you dig deeper, it may mean a whole raft of other things. So yes, I stress, get into cash flow coaching. Only $10 a week. Um, I'm pretty sure it's going to run right through Christmas, right through the holiday period, because we're still in the redemption period. So I can't see people like Randy taking their holiday break unless he does it the way he normally does and just goes on holiday and broadcasts from there. Or take the cash flow coaching classes from wherever he is because he does those things. So there's no reason why no one can't get into cash flow coaching. Okay? So it's up to you. If you want to move your business or your wallet into the new year and make it look healthier, then that's my advice. Get in there for some cash flow coaching. And you can go to tbcrandy.com and register. Okay? tbcrandy.com, register. And I hope to see you in there. Now, my last night's broadcast was all about transaction verifications. Now, I was of the thinking that, well, my avocado was that every person, well, every broadcaster at least, well, every leader, um, was fully aware of, how to fill out a transaction verification. And to my surprise, I overheard at with some broadcasters that this is not so. And I can understand that, because if you're not a person that has not been um, doing as many transactions as you would like to be doing, or verifying them, because your whoever you're dealing with goes somewhere else to do it. I mean, you can partner, so they may have found partners to do it with. So that means you do not get that chance to verify transactions. So for those of you, I did it for last night. Nobody told me that they couldn't see my page. I wasn't sharing. And of course, the dumbest thing I did was, well, I didn't do, was throw my link out so that Key could go in and keep tabs on my broker like he normally does anyway. And he'll tell me, because we're sitting almost side by side at our computers, and he switches off because of the echo that it creates in our little den here. So, he makes sure he checks that He can hear me and he can see my screen. Well, last night it didn't happen, so and I just went on regardless. And because none of my viewers actually see the message to say, oh, we can't see your page. We can hear you, we can hear all the information you're giving us, but we can't see your page. So tonight for you guys and for anyone else listening and watching that have never seen it before, here it is again. We're going to go through and we're going to do a transaction and verify it. Okay, now I'm doing this from a one-man band perspective. What I mean by that is if you are the person that is going to be doing the transaction complete as the buyer and the seller, because your buyer has no idea about what to do, but could be sitting next to you and giving you the information, it is easy to do. But it's much easier if that, the buyer was actually on the computer working with you and keeping the communication going between the both of you. It is a lot easier to understand. But if you're a one-man band and you have to do both sides of the fence, right, you are the buyer and you are the seller as well, from two different accounts, not from the same account, from two different accounts. This is the perspective that I am coming from, okay? I'm a one-man band tonight, so I am going to work on behalf of one downline as the buyer, and I am going to work as another of the upline as the seller. So I've got two hats on tonight, and for me it's quite easy, but I know how daunting it can be, and it can be completely confusing for anyone new who has never done this before. And even if you've done it before, you need to keep practicing this all the time, because if you don't, you forget where you're supposed to go. So bear with me and I'll take you through every step of the way. So first things first, I need to learn to share my screen with you. Okay, so here we go, guys. I'm sharing my screen this time. And if you're not getting it, let me know. Because tonight Kia's monitoring. And you're sitting there waiting for me. Okay, first things first, we go to log in. So we're going to our Kringle Cash back office, KCBO. And we will log in. And the person who is requesting is, let me see. Okay. Now you must remember put your username in, and then you must remember to do your password. Hopefully we get this right. Yes, we have. Now we're in the back office and we're in the dashboard area down on your left, and all this information in here. While I'm in here, beware of scammers posing as TBC exchanges. Warning. I've seen posts tonight popping up left, right and centre about, exchanges and whatnot, scams and so on. So let's head on down here. We get down to transaction verification, click on there, and you've got confirm transaction senders, confirmation request receivers. In simple language, it is confirmation request receivers are simply the buyer. If you are the buyer, that is you. And as a buyer, the first thing you do is make a request to buy from a seller. Okay? Make a request to buy from a seller. This other button at the top here is confirm transaction, is actually the seller, the person you are buying from. So always remember you must make your request first. So let's click on here. Now this is a real transaction happening, okay, at the moment. So we're going to go here. You may not have all these things here on your page. If you're a new person, new to this, those won't be there. So it'll be a blank screen. Then we go to this little green button here and click on it, add request. So we are going to put in this person's name. And the person is this person. And not first name, last name. Not last name and first name. Okay? Always check this side of the form to make sure you're filling in the correct information. Next step, wallet type. Before they had both wallets, old and new in there. Nowadays, it's only one. So let's just say TBC009.net is the new wallet. Amount purchased in USD, in new American dollars. Well, let's look at it this way. We are working in grain today. They want it in US dollars. We are going to work with, now this person has requested they want to buy $100 worth of Kringles in the old saying we used to have, $100 worth of Kringles, and so that is what they want to purchase. So we're going to put 100 in there, because that is what the person wants to spend, $100 US. Now, wallet address, okay, just let's leave that there for a minute, and we'll go down here, put on the purchase date, which is today's date. Well, hold on. It's a lot easier now. I always forget this. That you can just click on it and it happens. Time of purchase is, what is our time? 21:52. So it will be 21. We can do it this way. 21:52. 52. And it is 03 seconds. I'm just looking at my clock on the wall. Coins, Kringles, $100 worth. Method of purchase is BTC. That is how they have done it. BTC is, for those who don't know, cryptocurrency, that is Bitcoin here. Okay, so BTC is the payment method, and of course, the person who is buying from is this person. Okay, and so this is where I save it. Now save the information, because remember, we are still missing the wallet address. So let's go out and get the wallet, because we have to make sure when we get the wallet address, it is copied from the wallet, not from anywhere else. It has to be copied from the wallet. Otherwise, you run into all sorts of trouble. So we have this person. And okay, hopefully we got it right. Yay, we have. And this person is, I'm sure this is right. Yes. So let's look at this. We're going to copy that wallet address. And we're going to go back to our Crinkle Cash up here. And we're going to paste it in. Now, check the last four letters, okay? JP2P, go back to the wallet, and it's JP2P. So we have done that part, and we don't need this wallet anymore, so we can log that out. Okay, and we'll go back to our Crinkle Cash, back offer, check off the form before you submit. Everything looks fine by me. Okay, so remember we saved it before, so that information is still there, just the new information from the wallet. So submit. And we see this green box here, and it has your request has been successfully submitted. Return to confirmation request. So here we are here. This is what we've just requested. And so you will see a red button at the end saying delete. So, which means this is still not completed. Okay, so now we will log out of here. Now remember, you are doing both sides of the fence. So you need to log out of everything that you go into so you don't get yourself all tangled up. And we will now go to the person that they are buying from, which is this person here. Oh, wrong. Ha ha. Right. How? Yes. And fill in the security question. And there we are. Okay. This is the person that is selling. So let's go to the send button at the top here on the page. We are set in Crinkles at the moment. Let's click on that. We must copy that wallet address again. This time it's in the seller's box. Okay, inside the seller's wallet. So that when the seller makes the transaction, it is going to that particular person who owns this wallet. So let's go in here. We will put in the US amount in here because this is what the person has requested. Remember, $100 US with the Kringle. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but exactly below that $100 in the next box, the amount in Kringles is 13, which is correct. That is the closest we can get to this transaction, okay? 13 Kringles. Everything looked complete. We send. Transaction successfully occurred. Bingo. You're on the right track. Now, I will leave that wallet there and I will go over to log in to the seller's wallet. Back office, because we need to approve the sale or what we've just sold. Okay. Um, Back in the back office again, and we head on down to transaction verification. And remember, this person is the seller. So we click on the seller, we head down to wherever the transaction is, which is the recent one, which is this one here, 28th of 11th, 2018. From that Gmail. Remember when I put that person's Gmail in when they were the buyer? This is what that Gmail was in the wallet as well. That's the correct buyer in there, a seller in there. And let's move across, move our what's the name across. And we've got approve or reject. So the seller is happy that everything matches what's been requested. So he will approve. Because remember, he got this from BTC, from Bitcoin. He's received a payment from Bitcoin of $100 US. So we can approve that. And let's see what it says now. Oops. Approved. So the seller's part of this is almost final, okay? We have one more thing to check, but before we do that, we will go log out of this because it's been approved. We log out of this and now we log back into the buyer, okay? So it's the buyer's password. And we're back into the back office, down to the transaction verification. And remember, we're in the buyer's page. So we click on the receivers. Okay, and the receivers block, here we go. 11/28, this transaction occurred. So this is the one we're looking for here, the bottom line there. So we scroll across, bingo, it's been approved. Remember, before it was approved, there was a big red delete button in there. And that's for if you made a mistake, you can delete that transaction and redo it again. Or, if you change your mind and may want to change the amount, all sorts of reasons, you can delete the whole transaction and redo it. Okay, so now it is approved. That is complete to the back office. What we need to do now is we're going to just log out of the buyer we're going to go and check what's the seller's wallet. And remember the last 4 letters? That is the seller there at the top, and this is the buyer at the bottom. They now have 13 Kringles. The date of transaction, the 28th of the 11th at 8:58:42. So pretty close. Okay. Oh, it's the wrong time. It's not the time now. But doesn't matter. The transaction's been done. So the seller is now completed. So we can log out of the seller because we're double checking now to make sure that he's happy that it's been released from his wallet. And we shall go into the buyer's wallet and we shall check the buyer has now got the amount requested in their wallet. All right, so here we go. We are now on this person's wallet, and the latest transaction here is here's the seller's wallet address, and here's the buyer's wallet address, and 13 Kringles at 21:03 on the 20th of the 11th, 2018. Those are things you need to check, the date and times and the amount. Always do that when you're checking off transactions. That is complete now. So all we do now is to log up and we're done with transaction verification. Now I'm just going to take you here because it says on the blog step-by-step instructions on how to verify transactions to get cookie rewards. Now I watched this at the beginning, but I haven't watched it all the way through. But some of you out there may want to watch this as well because I'm not sure if Stephen has just done this as the buyer, showing you how the buyer does it, okay? Or whether he's done both, I'm not sure. But if you want to check it out, you can, okay? So check that out as well, or otherwise revise over the video, over the broadcast that I've just done on the verifications. So, it is my bewitching hour, people. So, it's that time of the night where I can now go back to bed. And I hope and thank all those who have come to watch tonight. And in there. But thanks to Brother Israq, Mofo Money, Saiful, Sadur, Abdus, Homyon, Imran, Saju, Kamal, Pratish, MD Gappa, and Darren. So thank you guys all for coming. And I hope, if at any time you need to go back and revise when you're doing transactions and you have to do it all on your own, at the request of people who want to buy or sell, whichever way it's done, and they need your help, that is how you do it. Okay? So that's it from me tonight on my Facebooks. And it's been great sharing with you tonight. This time, I'm sure I shared the screen. I haven't seen anybody say to Keith, no, you didn't. So all is good. And let's look forward to tomorrow night at the same time, same place. So, hei konei and ka kite anō a pōpō. See you all tomorrow. That's me. I'm out.